Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Physics, and welcome back to another GTA 5 online video, and this is your GTA 5 online news report. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GTA 5 online news feed, updates, and other news-related things. And I want to first say thank you very much to one of my friends, Kaos Omega. He did the intro that was the little news flash bulletin thing. I told him to make it kind of corny, and he did that. So it came out great. I love it. It's funny. It's cool. You know, if you guys could, please check him out. The link is down below for his channel. Hit him up with a sub, all that good stuff. He's a great editor, and he does cool little things like that. So, thanks, Omega. I appreciate it a lot. Now, let's get into the topic of the discussion here. The patch, which will be probably called the 1.09, as the previous patches were 1.06, 1.07, and, of course, 1.08 much recently. And the reason for these patches that will be coming out is mainly to fix the biggest issue that Rockstar has with GTA Online, and that is the modding, the hacking of the money, duplication, glitches, things of that nature. But mainly it's going to be the money. The money has gotten really out of control to the point where it has diluted the game, and it's kind of, honestly, it's made the game sort of stale and sort of boring in my opinion. I mean, I have a lot of money, and it's great to have the money because you don't have to worry about what you can and can't spend. You don't have the problem of, hey, I don't have enough money to buy this, or, you know, anything like that. But at the same time, it kind of ruins the game because it's like you don't have to do anything, any sort of mission. You don't have to work for anything. Everything that you need is at your disposal in your bank account. So I feel that Rockstar is doing the right thing. They're going to go and take a look at how they're going to fix it, and I'm actually quite curious to see how they're going to fix this. How do you know who's been glitching and who's been not, other than the obvious that some people have outrageous amounts of money, but how do you know what amount of money to reset them back? How do you know who did it first? How are you going to punish the people who didn't do anything? Because, which is the case that happened to me, but I happened to find the solution. When you go into lobbies, there's people who will give you a large sum of money, and when I mean large sum of money, I'm talking about a double, like I'm talking about maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 billion dollars. And how do you know who was involved in the modded lobbies? How do you know who wasn't, you know? So that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Also, I got a little bit of a link to the website that I was looking at, the Rockstar forums, and the support actually is where it's from. And it talks about what the community kind of wants for the new update that's going to be coming out for 1.09. And it's funny because when 1.08 came out, people were they were happy that there was a DLC that came with it, and it was free, the Beach Bum pack. It was great, but it kind of didn't give us enough. It didn't give us enough of goodies that they normally would give for a DLC, which is understandable because let's keep in mind that it was free, so we didn't have to pay for it. So therefore, they're not going to give you so much. I mean, they mainly just gave us 3 new vehicles, I believe it was, and also they gave us some new clothing attire, some beach stuff, things like that. So for the new 1.09 patch that should be coming out, this is what people wanted to have in the patch. Players to have the option to accept or decline money. That's a great thing to have. I mean, you should not be forced to take in money. You know, you should be given the option to accept, and that way, if there is another hack or another mod but there probably will be another hack. These guys will find a way to get more money modded into the game. If there is another way to get it in eventually, there should be an option for you to not accept the money. And with that option available, it will pretty much stop the people who are hacking and, you know, modding the game, because you're going to be able to catch the people who are doing it. You may not be able to catch the person that does it, but you'll catch the people involved, because in order for you to get the money, you're going to have to accept it. So you know what you're doing when it comes to that. Also, players searching for missions by choosing the quick job by hitting the X type of job will be placed in an X type for the job. For example, If Billy Bob searches for a mission, he will be placed in a co-op mission, not a capture, TDM, or a versus mission. Also, improved matchmaking for capture game modes when the player searches for the capture match in quick jobs. Players' blip will turn red on the free roam radar when they have a bounty. Now, I think this is already in the game from what I remember. When you see somebody with a bounty, they are red on the radar. So, I don't believe that's new, but it might be. You can go ahead and correct me if it is. Players can choose whether to join a Bad Sport lobby or the current lobbies. If the player destroys other players' personal vehicles in the Bad Sport lobby, they are protected from points being added to their Bad Sport record. Players who voluntarily enter Bad Sport lobbies can leave Bad Sport lobbies for normal lobbies when they feel like it. I think that's a great idea. I think that's perfect. That is absolutely amazing. If you think about it, sometimes you just want to have fun and blow people's cars up. You want to blow up their property. Hey, who doesn't like explosives? Who doesn't like to blow stuff up? Why do you have to be punished? It's Grand Theft Auto at the end of the day, correct? So we're playing a violent game, a game that's robbing, stealing, blowing, explosions, you know, all that good stuff, and drugs and whatever. So you should be given the option to be in the pool with those bad guys, as they call it, the bad sports, and be able to blow up cars and just have fun. And then when you're done, you can go to the regular game with the guys and the people and the girls who don't play like that and just, you know, casually play the game. I think that would be a great idea. That would be really, really awesome. Players who choose to go into the Bad Sport lobbies will not have to wear the dunce cap. Players can join their friends who is a bad sport in the Bad Sport lobby. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's a great idea. You know, your points wouldn't accumulate for blowing up cars in the Bad Sport lobbies because you're in that Bad Sport lobby anyway. So that would be a great idea. That would really be good. Decrease the amount of points needed for bad sports, meaning we lower the hypothetical limit from let's say 10 cars to 5 cars. Remember, if you feel like going on a rampage destroying cars, you can choose to go to the Bad Sport lobby and return once you get the rage out of your system. That's great. That's an awesome idea. Players in Bad Sport lobbies who were involuntarily placed in the lobby cannot choose their lobbies. They will have to stay in Bad Sports until their time is up, and that is exactly the good thing. Probably the problem with this will be that somebody somewhere will find a way to glitch around it and throw you into the game. Tanks have less protection from players purposely trying to send them to Bad Sports. The tanks now have a choice to go into Bad Sport lobbies and go on their grief page. I'm not sure what that means. Alright, so tanks have less protection from players purposely trying to send them to Bad Sports. I'm not really too sure what that's meaning. You know, what they mean by that, I'm not really too sure, but apparently there's something else going on that I'm not aware of. So, the minigun only loses 10% of the maximum possible ammo count instead of all the ammo if the player dies while using the gun. Yeah, I think that's fair. To be honest, I really don't understand why you have to lose ammo. All you did was die. You didn't... You know what I mean? Like, you died and that's it. That's your punishment. You died. I mean, I don't understand why they make you lose any ammo. Players can choose to make their mechanic happier by paying him extra in daily mechanic fees. In return, he will be more likely to deliver your car to you, and he will not mind as much if you keep calling him to bring cars to you. That's a great idea. The only problem is there has been so many glitches and things like that with the mechanic bringing in your car that I'm pretty sure that's why they implemented the time limit in which you can or you cannot, which you can and you can't call them in so often. Players can only use the reveal players function once every 5 minutes. That's actually pretty useful. You shouldn't be able to see everybody. Reveal players time is decreased by 50% of the default. Yeah, that is pretty much an overpowered little thing in the game that they show everybody in the map. It's pretty ridiculous the way you can see everybody. And players can now call Lester to be immune from reveal players for a small fee, of course. Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. I could see that being a realistic thing. Lester is a very powerful person when it comes to what you can do with him in the game. I feel like he has probably the best perks to use because it's so offensively heavy. You know, it's great. You know, I think it's cool. Now, I'm reading down these comments, and I'm reading things like, I absolutely love all these options, except I don't think there should be a bad sport. I like the idea, but I don't like how it works. You become a bad sport for defending yourself. How is that fair? good sports should always be able to blow up players' cars without being punished. And that is true. That is 100% true. If you are being attacked by somebody, like I do this all the time, if somebody comes after me and tries to shoot me while I'm just minding my own business, you know what I do? I keep going, I do a quick U-turn and just drift. I throw a sticky grenade at the ground, let him come towards me, and bam, I blow up his car. And I have to suffer for him being, him coming at me. So, I guess, yeah, I can understand what that's saying. So, it's really interesting to see what's been going on in the community for Grand Theft Auto and to see exactly what people think and what they want from the new patch update that's going to be coming out. Me personally, everything that's on that list, I'd be pretty much okay with. And also the implementation of that money thing. I think that's going to be the biggest thing they need to fix, because it's gotten really out of hand. So I've also heard of things where they can make themes where have like a zombie apocalypse kind of thing, have aliens come down, have certain events occur during the regular game. That would be really, really awesome. And the heist. I mean, what the hell is going on with the heist? We have not had heist here. And I don't know how long. We were told we were supposed to get them. January is supposedly when they're coming, so I guess we will see, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed the news.